YouTube is Rico, man, back with another video, man. Y'all see what we got going on, man. We got the deadly beef of King Von and FBG Wooski. Y'all already know what time it is, but before we even get started, man, if you're brand new to the channel or you've been watching videos on the channel but for some reason have not yet hit subscribe on the channel, man, you need to go ahead and hit that button right now, man, right down below. It don't cost you anything to do it. Just press that subscribe button, man. Help us on the grind of 5K, man. We almost at 1,300 right now. We probably gonna be at 1,300 by the time this video is posted. But other than that, the main big goal is to get to 5K by the end of this year. Other than that, don't forget to tell your friends and family about us. If they be watching YouTube videos, tell them to check out our channel. Hopefully they come to support and subscribe as well. Help us on the ground to 5K. And when y'all do that, also make sure y'all leave a like and comment on the video before y'all leave the video, man, because this video is gonna hopefully get recommended to a larger audience of people and hopefully bring in new supporters to the channel that also help us to 5K. Other than that, y'all know what time it is, man. But before we even get started, let me start the screen record now. That started, and we finna start the video now.
There were a total of 6 people who were shot outside the church. It was a pandemonium.
Hope you watching, hope you ready. Your ass a bitch, dude.
We all shooters and we shoot to live, nigga.
If you're watching this video, you've probably heard of King Von, but you might not have heard of Wooski. Wooski is a member of the SDL/EBT set, who are affiliated with Tycoon City, Jarrow World, and a couple other sets. They infamously beef O-Block, and sets affiliated with O-Block. Now, the interesting thing about Wooski is he actually grew up in O-Block. His blood brother is actually a BD.
Now, I heard of Wooski, but I haven't really heard, like, that he grew up in O-Block. So that's kind of crazy to me, man, for sure. But it's like that sometimes, though, man. You got people that might be living or brought up and born, etc., in an op block of a gang that they pretty much against and stuff like that. So they end up eventually moving on to a different block or whatever, or where there's more of their people at and stuff like that. But it's some people that grow up in neighborhoods and got gangs that they are ops of pretty much at the end of the day. So it's kind of not hard to believe something like this happened. But I ain't never knew he was from O Block before, so that's crazy to me. But other than that, man, I gotta check out his music. I don't think I really heard any of his music at all, so I'm gonna definitely have to go check it out and see what he was on. Other than that, man, well, let's continue.
Wooski was able to live in O-Block and BGT because of his brother's protection, but this was soon to change. In August 2010,
so it's a lot I don't really know about Wooski at that point, because I forgot he do pretty much got guys that he's cool with, probably from both sides, but I didn't know he really had a brother that was also pretty much with him in the same time that they were living in O Block and stuff like that. But like dude said, it was pretty much short-lived though, so we already know pretty much what happened and stuff like that, as far as pretty much the stuff going on with FBG and OTF and stuff like that. So it was bound to change at one point. Simple as that, man. Too much going on and a lot of disrespect towards each other on both sides. So it was only a matter of time.
A brawl broke out in O-Block between SDL and O-Block members. Breezy, a BD from O-Block, was shot and killed. Wooski, who was 12 at the time, was speculated to be the triggerman, but this probably wasn't the case. Regardless whether Wooski was the triggerman or not, he still needed to get out of O-Block. It was the killing of Breezy that really intensified the war in Chicago, but it wouldn't be until 2011 when the personal beef between Wooski and Von would really begin. In October of that year, Wooski allegedly shot and killed a man named Platoon. This hurt Von bad, as he'd been close with Platoon, and he was now looking for revenge. The beef between the two would get worse when a year later, when Wooski's cousin Modell would be found dead with multiple shots in his chest. Von was the alleged killer, and the day after Modell's death, Wooski and Von would start going back and forth on Twitter.
Yeah, man. Plus, when you got a lot of family members or friends involved and stuff that get lost to it, man, it really just intensified the beef from everybody. Because at the end of the day, people are going to go after the people that you probably care about if they can't get to you and stuff. So when they do stuff like this pretty much just solidify the beef and pretty much ain't no way in any shape or form that's gonna stop it, man. Because at the end of the day, when people are really at each other's necks, nobody will stop until they get the other side first, or whatever the case is, man. And that just keeps the cycle going on as well, man. It's a lot of factors into the beefs and stuff, and why they continue on and spiral out of control. Once somebody dies, pretty much there's no rules and anything after that. So it's pretty much is the whole case of the Chicago drill scene for sure, man. Too many people been lost on all sides, and nobody is really willing to let up. Yeah, you had some people who say they at one point do want to end the beef, but realistically, we already all know that just will never happen, man. It's just too much stuff going on behind the scenes, and that will pretty much never happen. And that's everywhere too, so it's crazy.
Although the war in Chicago was worsening, the personal beef between the two would slow down in 2013. But on the 29th of May 2014, Malcolm Stuckley was shot to death while trying to flee two attackers. Vaughn, along with another man named Big Mike, were charged with the crimes. Crazily, Big Mike was Wooski's blood brother, who was BD. But this would only make the beef between Vaughn and Wooski worse, as Big Mike began to cooperate with the Chicago PD. But in a crazy turn of events, just before the case went to trial, Big Mike refused to give evidence against Vaughn, so he was found guilty of murder and given 28 years, while Vaughn got off free. Vaughn actually disses Wooski about this in Exposing Me.
Oh yeah, so now that does make sense, bro. That's crazy. This whole time I never connected the two before at all, man. But that's crazy. So pretty much dude ended up cooperating, but still ended up getting all type of years for the case, but yet Vaughn got let go. So it's just weird and confusing on how they did that and came to that solution to the whole thing, man. Because you would have think they would at least still gave King Von a lot more time, but yet they didn't. And then the guy that actually was willing to cooperate still got 28 years for it. So it's just crazy how they really pretty much came to a solution on, all right, we're going to let Von out and keep the other dude that actually was willing to cooperate and keep him for 28 years. So it's kind of backwards to me. So that's kind of rare. That's kind of rare for sure.
The beef between the two cooled down in 2016, with Vaughn waiting trial and Wooski getting picked up on a gun charge. Soon after Wooski was released in late 2017, a 22-year-old man named HK was standing outside the gates of O Block when he began to get shot at. HK was shot and killed as he attempted to escape back into O Block, and Wooski is alleged to have been one of the shooters. This would have hurt Vaughn bad, as HK was his best friend's younger brother, and Vaughn was locked up, so there was nothing he could do about it. Then, in early 2018, Wooski would drop what some consider to be the best diss song of all time, Computers.
Alright, now I do remember this song. Yeah, this came out when I was in high school, man. Yeah, a lot of people went crazy on that Computers, and pretty much just went crazy. Everybody did, to be honest, to me. But favorite one? I ain't gonna lie, that's a hard one. I can't really pick on which Computers was better, man. But a lot of people like Lil Herb. Well, back then when he was called Lil Herb, they liked his version and stuff. But a lot of people also rocked with Wooski's version as well. So it also sparked a lot of even more beef too as well, because most of the people too was also doing a lot of dissing in their Computers version and stuff. So that only made things worse between everybody and stuff, and continued the beef, and pretty much wasn't no side letting up at that point. So that's when all the dissing and stuff from Keef and everybody was just going crazy. Even though Chief Keef and all of them got more of the clout and industry money and stuff, it was still at one point GDs was also getting some clout as well, getting a lot of views and stuff, going crazy and stuff. And right now, they kind of not really got a lot of music on their side going on, but at least FBG Duck was really finna be the one to get them to that point, because they never got a chance to have that one clear person out of the whole side that was gonna pretty much put that side on at the end of the day. FBG Duck was just getting started, but he got took out before it could really start getting into going crazy and stuff. And then with Lil JoJo, he was also the potential one to get they side going crazy and getting in the industry and stuff, but then he got killed, so kind of slowed down their progress a lot, man. They had a whole bunch of setbacks and stuff, yet BD side, majority of they rappers wasn't the ones getting killed like that. You had LA Capone, one of them, and a few others, but Chief Keef, Lil Durk, and all of them continued on and stuff, and made sure they side was able to get put on. So it's just crazy and sad though that at one point we all wanted these sides to work together on music, but it just realistically would never happen and stuff. So just imagine, man, they could have been the ATL of the Midwest and go crazy and stuff at that point, but like I said, too many setbacks and stuff messed all that up, and only one side was really able to make it. But it still wasn't like Chicago at this point got a lot of talent to the point where they're even equal to ATL coming in on drill music and stuff like that. I wouldn't even say just drill music, I would say rap music period, man. They not really close to ATL look like that, cause y'all see ATL got Migos, Future, they got a whole bunch of people, 21 Savage. It's so many rappers that they got on, and a lot of those rappers get along, so it's kind of hard to really put Chicago as anywhere even close to them in terms of the rap music and stuff and going crazy. But yeah, man, it's just sad that all of this stuff had to happen, man. It is what it is, though.
Now go ask Lil Boo how that hot shit feel. HK got caught trying to pump fake and folk got on his heels. And every time we on they block, somebody gon' get killed. Won't LA me in the studio, boy, I keep the steel.
In October of 2018, Dooski the Man was shot and killed. Dooski was a rapper and an MOB member. O-Block knew basically all of their ops would be at the funeral, and Get Back Gang began to plan an assault on the funeral. Eerily, days before the funeral, Von FaceTimed Wooski, saying, "We got a surprise for you."
Do it tonight on What's down off the courage? What makes y'all do it tonight? Listen, we gon' surprise. You talking about tonight. We gon' surprise, bro.
All the members at Dooski's funeral were on edge. Wooski was outside the funeral smoking a cigarette when a car pulled up. Two shooters hopped out. Shots were exchanged and Wooski was hit in the head. Incredibly, Wooski survived this headshot. Despite surviving, Wooski would still be dissed on Twitter by Von. Only a couple weeks after Wooski was hit, Von would drop Crazy Story and his life would change forever. But the beef continued right up until April 2020, as Von was still commenting under Wooski's posts and dissing him in songs.
I've been killing shit for too long, I'm like a veteran. Wooski got shot, now he taking medicine, but anyway.
Wooski has been slowly recovering since getting shot in the head. He actually started dropping music again, which sounds pretty good. Let's hope Wooski is able to distance himself from the streets and can continue to drop good music. Rest in peace to everyone mentioned in this video who died. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe.
Yeah, man, see, it's a lot of reasons why Chicago can never really unify like how ATL pretty much still doing to this day. Yeah, you got people beefing in ATL, but a lot of those rappers ain't even from ATL and stuff. But majority of the main ones that's in the industry, like Migos, Future and them, they don't even beef, and 21 Savage and so on and so on. They don't even beef with each other and stuff, and they all just making music going crazy and stuff. But Chicago, it's only going to be one side that pretty much solidified their spot in the industry. Who knows, though, in the future, the GD side might get somebody to really put their side on and go crazy in the music industry. But we're going to just have to wait and see, man. There's a lot of talent that was lost, though, for sure, man. It was too much talent lost in Chicago, but it is what it is, man. Y'all already know how that goes, and yeah. But other than that, man, that's pretty much the end of this video. If you guys enjoyed this reaction video, make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you're brand new. RIP to all those in this video for sure, man. But yeah, that's the end of this video, and I'm gonna see y'all later on, and hopefully we hit 1,300 sometime after this video is out, and hopefully we get even closer to 5K before the end of this year. So definitely go crazy and subscribe if y'all haven't already, and I'm gonna see y'all later on. Peace.